Art of Miss Clary. I'm going to show you how to make a skeleton using cotton swabs or Q-tips to create a skeleton for Dia De Los Muertos. So here we go. So you can see here that I have constructed a dancing skeleton, and I've also added in some other torn paper to make marigold flowers and a guitar and a sombrero. So let me show you what you will need. You will need cotton swabs, lots of them. If you have construction paper, just various colors, your background can be whatever you like. White paper, scissors, a black marker, pencil with eraser, and some glue. So these are the main things that you will need for the lesson today. If you do not have construction paper or white paper, you can color some notebook paper and come out the same sort of thing. Also, if you do not have cotton swabs or Q-tips, you can actually color your notebook paper and cut out all the shapes from the notebook paper. I'm going to pause here for you to get your stuff ready. So let's go ahead and get started. I have created a diagram here that shows you the basic skeletal construction and how many and what different sizes of Q-tips that I cut. We're going to have to use some math today to be able to cut these Q-tips or cotton swabs. The first thing we're getting ready to do is create the skull, and it is actually going to be two circles put together, and we'll erase the center part. Then the red lines indicate a full size cotton swab, the whole thing. The purple indicates just the tip of the cotton swab, which we'll use for the fingers, which is the 1/4. The green represents when you cut a cotton swab in half. The blue is when you cut it into 3/4 of a cotton swab. So I just kind of want to show you this. And so I came up with you need 6 full, 10 1/4, just the tip for the fingers, 14 1/2, and 4 3/4. So let's go ahead and get started with the skull. So now let's go ahead and draw the skull. So the circle is about the size of a golf ball, is the larger circle. And then you're going to make another smaller circle below it that overlaps. But then you're going to need to erase where the circles intersect or connect, overlap. So, and then you're going to add in the eye socket. Actually, I'm going to do the nose first. The nose is kind of like an upside down heart. But you can make your nose with 2 dots if you like. We have a circle for the eye socket too. And this is a fun celebration. So this skeleton is happy and having a great time dancing. So I'm going to draw a big smile. And add some teeth. So now what you're going to do is take your black marker, color in the eye sockets. Your black marker. And then your nose, the upside down heart, and then the smile, trace around it. And after you have this done, you are going to cut this out. So you will take your scissors and separate it from the paper. And then cut around. the fun skull. Now I'm going to get a piece of a colored paper. It can be any color you want. It does not have to be black. And I'm going to start laying out my Q-tips or my cotton swabs. So hopefully we can see everything here. Put this close to the top. I'm not going to glue anything down yet. So we have the spine that's in the middle. Let's lay everything out. That's a full Q-tip. We have the 2 halves. That's the collarbone. Then we have the rib cage. I'm going to put 4 at an angle on each side. That one's a little long. Let's choose a different one. Spread them out just a little bit. Then repeat on the opposite side. Then we're going to add in a full cotton swab for the pelvis, top of the pelvis. We're going to add in for the top of the arm, full one. And then we're going to add in a half for the bottom of the pelvis. So let's find 2 halves. I'm going to triangle shape. And we want the skeleton to be doing some sort of dance, something fun. So I'm going to put my legs all crazy. Here's the top part of the leg. Let's see. I'm going to have my skeleton, maybe the one leg will be going down, the other one's going to be out. And this is where we want to use the 3/4. So I'm going to have this arm, I think, going up. And then I have this part of the arm, 3/4. And then this leg's going to go straight down. And then this one I'm going to have bent back. He's like stepping up and with his knee bent. And then we're going to use the half for a foot. And another half, the cut one, for another foot. And when you cut these, you have to be careful because they do fly different places. And so let's put this part of the arm in with a 3/4. This hand's going to be down. And now let's put in the fingers, lay the fingers out. So remember that was the 1/4. That was just the very tip end of the cotton swab. So we got to do 4 fingers. They do move 4 fingers and a thumb. And here at the top, I got to do 4 fingers. And a thumb. It might kind of go off the paper a little bit. That's okay. Let's see. Let me get one more finger. I have to trim that one a little bit. It's looking a little bit long. And they do like to kind of fly when you cut the cotton swabs a little bit. All right, so there is my basic skeleton laid out. So you definitely want to lay out your skeleton to figure out how it's moving or dancing before you start gluing things down. So now what's going to happen is you're going to take your liquid glue, and remember you twist it with the top here. And then you're going to start gluing down your skeleton parts. Now, if you wanted to add something fun in the background, I suggest you do that before you actually glue your pieces down. Some people may want like the flowers or a different color back there. So, you know, you can add whatever you like. When you glue these down, you want to glue it on the cotton part. So you put the glue on the cotton part and then you put it down. And that's how you create a dancing skeleton using cotton swabs. I'm going to come right back and talk to you about the add-ons. So now let's talk about how to add on the marigold flowers or whatever other kind of design you want to add. Your skeleton can be playing an instrument, it can be doing whatever you like, but remember this is a joyous celebration, so this is not anything grueling. So it's all fun and games. And then we have this great book, Dia De Los Muertos, that shows different fun skeletons in the book. Check it out, playing the guitar with the hat, different poses. Look how they use the flowers with torn paper. This is a great page here. They even made their skeleton actually out of this. So this was by Bob Barner. So this can continue showing you how to make the marigolds. So to make the marigolds, we actually tear the paper, but you can go ahead and cut it to what you need to have first. So I'm going to cut myself a square, which tells me the size of the marigold. And you kind of tear it to make the circle. So look, it's very rough, very rough. And then you could make a center part with anything. And if you don't have construction paper, you can color notebook paper or white paper and tear that. So you just kind of keep doing this, and you keep layering it to make the marigold look. And if you want the spiral, because some of these have like different spirals, really cool on how the flowers were created. So all you have to do is take a piece of paper, cut a square, and when you cut it, I'm going to cut it into a circle. And then you're going to cut really slow, like making a snail shell. And this is how I made the spiraling marigold. I just glued all these pieces together, and it made it quite fun. But you may decorate your background however you like in celebration of Dia De Los Muertos. So this is my dancing skeleton. Please upload your final piece to today's assignment link on Canvas. Have a great afternoon.